Hey y'all, this is Church of Caboose, and for today's video, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the Devil's Ruin. This particular sidearm is a brand new exotic that just came out today on January 7th. It is a relatively short and simple quest, and I tried so hard to record for you guys on Mixer because I've been messing around so that way I could see if Mixer would work to edit out clips and put things together so I could show you guys how to do stuff and find things and make videos off of Mixer instead of Twitch. And I have to be a partner / verify something or other, so I can't do that. And so unfortunately, this is me talking you through the quest, but really it's so short and simple that will work, and we'll show you guys just a little bit of gameplay of using the Devil's Ruin. But before we get on into this, let's just take a quick look at some of its wonderful perks and just talk a little bit about the gun itself. So I really like how this gun looks. There's no ornament. I don't have an ornament for it yet. There's probably one in the store, and when I load it up for a Gambit match, just to kind of show you guys some of the gameplay with this, I will see if it's in there. But this is what it looks like, and it's pretty smooth looking. I love how we got like that little barrel. I think that's where one of like the lasers or something comes out of. I don't know, but it's pretty spiffy looking. So this is interesting because if you look down here, you got charge time and rounds per minute. Normally charge time only applies to rifles, so let's just show you guys why we have a charge time. So we got close the gap, variable trigger, press and release to fire individual shots. So just like like how you would a normal semi-auto sidearm, just use it like that. Hold to charge up a high-powered staggering laser for stoppable rounds. Strong against unstoppable champions. So if you hold that trigger, it goes pew, kind of like Thousand Voices, only obviously not as awesome because it is a energy weapon and not a power weapon. But it's kind of like 1,000 Voices. We have extended barrel, which that whatever. We got projection fuse, which increases range. Then this is the pyrogenesis. Fully charging the laser refills the magazine from reserves. Now I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do that because I would guess by reading that perk that it means you would have a full magazine, you go boop, and then your magazine would instantly refill, and that has not happened to me yet in my experience. I'm not sure how to make that work, and that's what I have to say about that. Then we've got a combat grip. Alright, so I just want to go ahead and pull up Gambit and start loading into there, since that can take a little bit, and I'll tell you guys where exactly you get the quest from. And it's like 3 steps. That's all it is. It is 3 steps, nothing more. Alright, so in order to find the quest, complete a sundial run. Now today released a option for a heroic or 950 legend version of the sundial. You do not need to do the legend version. You can do the regular matchmaking 850 version, and once you complete that sundial, you just interact with the sundial and you will have a little exotic quest at the top. You pick that up, and that is the quest for the Devil's Ruin. So nothing too complicated at all. If you do want to do the legends, which I have done, it's basically the exact same as the matchmaking 850, only you have to get your own fire team, so there's no matchmaking. You have a bunch of mods, you have more champions with unstoppables and all that kind of thing. And the biggest noticeable difference with Legend is that you have no respawn. No respawn, but you have extinguish. So if your whole fire team gets killed, then you get kicked out to orbit. So someone has to be alive at all times. Otherwise, not a huge difference between heroic and the regular sundial. And so once you have completed that sundial, you grab the quest. It'll tell you to go talk to Saint 14. So you go back to the tower. When you spawn in, just turn on over to your left, go over here to Saint 14, and he will give you the next step, which is something like lost parts or parts among us. This is where I really wanted to have some footage for you guys, because you'll get taken to a mission that you can activate from orbit in the EDZ. And it'll be located somewhere right around here. I obviously have already finished it, so I do not have a prompt to do this story mission, but it'd be somewhere around here, and you just activate that, and you get taken into the Twilight's Gap. Yes, you get taken into a Crucible match without having any Crucible dudes around, and what you have to do is you have to find 10 fallen Red Jacks And as you pick up a red jack, you get a part of the Devil's Ruin. And after each part, you get a little story kind of thing, and it's really awesome. I love it. I'm going to try really hard not to give you guys too much spoilers. At one point, Lord Shaxx throws shade against hunters and warlocks. At one point, Osiris and Saint 14 are kind of making fun of each other. And at another point, you get like the little story where Saint 14 is being caught up by Lord Shaxx and all the different Crucible Pinnacle weapons like Lunatal or Voker, that kind of thing. And getting some backstory, and they're kind of going back and forth a little bit, and it's some really, really cool story. Like, my wife would absolutely love it, and honestly, I am really bummed that Mixer didn't work how I was hoping it would. I had to use Twitch because I can't reactivate this without going through the first couple of steps. And maybe I'll do that later, but it's also maybe kind of a good thing because then you guys don't get any spoilers. You have to find 10 of those red jacks. And yes, those are the red jacks that sometimes Lord Shaxx would be like, I wish you were in the red jacks. Like, when you're doing really good in Crucible. And you just kind of run around, you find 10 of them. They're not very hard to find. A couple of them are tricky. These are the 2 that were tricky for me. So when you spawn into the Twilight Gap, there's this big boulder in front of you if you're on the side where you're kind of in the grassy open area, as opposed to the opposite side where you would spawn inside if you're playing Crucible. So when you spawn in, you're in the grassy area, there's a big boulder right in front of you. Just jump on the other side of it, and in the shadow of the rock is one of the red jacks. And then the other one that I found to be a little bit tricky to find was there's one kind of on the side of the building. So on the right you got that bridge, then on the left is the building, and in like the corner you've got another red jack. Those are the 2 that are kind of tricky for me. Just make sure you're looking in the shadows, and if you need more specific details, I'm sure there's plenty of videos that will have exactly where all 10 are at. I wish I could provide that for you guys, but there, you get some of the fun of finding all 10 by yourself. It's really not that bad anyways. So let's see how this Devil's Ruin does in a little bit of good old Gambit. I'm doing the Gambits because I am working on my wonderful title, which requires me doing the Gambit emblem, and so I have to do a lot of Gambit now because it's one of the last things I need for the Gambit badge. Ooh, look at that! That's spicy. It's like a little Star Wars blaster. Let's try out one of the charges. Come on! All right, hang on. I don't know why it's not charging up and shooting out the laser face. Fear my laser face! Beep. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's the yellow guy too. Boom! See what I mean? It's not reloading though. Like, that's what that one perk would make you think, is that if you use your laser, it gets reloaded. And so I'm not sure why it does it. It does not reload. All right, let's go here. Let's see if I can get an invasion in and try to kill see if I can't get a guardian kill with this thing too. I know in the Crucible when I was messing around with it, and unfortunately that was on Mixer as well. That it was one-hitting. If you did the laser charge, it was beep, and as long as you get all those shots on, you kill. So it's kind of like having the fusion rifle, only you have to be a lot more active. Oh, that almost killed that Major Knight. So far, this is doing quite the hoot. I'm really liking this sidearm. I'm gonna go bank these, because why not? I really appreciate you guys for watching this, and I hope what I was able to provide for some info on the Devil's Ruin quest was at least a little helpful. May not have been super helpful, but I'm hoping it was at least a little. Oh, he got me with the shotgun. Alright, well, I'll show this a little bit more. I don't want to like spend a whole lot of time just trying to get a kill with this thing, since I'm having to do this live due to recording restraints and some time issues I have with having a full-time job and all that other goodness. But if I can manage to get some fun little clips together, I will. And I have noticed it's definitely more spicy on majors that have solar shields, probably because when they have those solar shields going, when they explode, it does a little bit of damage, and so it makes it a little bit easier to try and get a kill with one laser burst on the solar shield. I love it. It's like from Red vs. Blue, where Church gets put into one of those little robot things, and he just shoots out a laser out of his face. He's like, "Yeah, fear my laser face." It's kind of what I feel like with the sidearm. There we go. Gotta get them all. It has a nice shooting speed without being crazy fast. I'm not a huge fan of sidearms that can shoot faster than you could probably pull that. Well, let's see how. Come on. That wasn't bad damage, just on this part of it. Look at that. Even against that big old guy, it does quite a bit of damage. Alright guys, I am Church of Caboose. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was at least a little useful with your search for the Devil's Ruin and deciding if you want to go after this gun. I really appreciate your viewership. If you want to subscribe to my channel, that would be great. I have a goal of trying to see if I can get to 150 by the end of February. So that'd be a huge thing. If you like my content, please subscribe. Anyways, have a great week, y'all, and happy grinding.